Labour Party calls on IGP to investigate P2B, and Alex Oti for impersonation, says National Chairman and National Secretary not vacant. The attention of leadership of Labour Party National Working Committee (NWC) under the National Chairman Barrister Julius Abure and National Secretary Alhaji Farouk Umar Ibrahim has been drawn to a purported unconstitutional, illegal, clandestine Labour Party Extended Stakeholders and National Executive Council (NEC) meeting of Labour Party, convened and signed by Mr. P2B as National Chairman and Governor Alex Oti as National Secretary. According to a press statement signed by Dr. Bayomi Arabambi, National Publicity Secretary, on the 31st August 2024, Labour Party is therefore calling on the Inspector General of Police to launch a massive investigation against the door of Mr. P2B and Governor Alex Oti for their unconstitutional involvement in criminal impersonation of the office of Labour Party National Chairman and National Secretary despite their long political standings and education. Labour Party took cognitive knowledge of Section 484 of the Criminal Code Act in Nigeria, which defines impersonation as any person with intent to defraud any person, falsely represent himself to be some other person, living or dead, is guilty of a felony and is liable to imprisonment for 3 years. Labour Party thereby, as a matter of urgency, urges the duo of Mr. P2B and Governor Alex Oti to always get themselves acquainted with the constitution of our party before taking decision that is not only ultra-vires, irresponsible, unconstitutional, but absolutely unpardonable and a national disgrace. 1. In Article 14, 1A, 1B, 1C of Labour Party Constitution, it clearly states the constitutional functions of the National Chairman, Barrister Julius Abure, as follows. 1A. Shall give leadership to the party and preside over all meetings of the National Convention, National Executive Council (NEC) and the National Working Committee of the party (NWC). 1B. Shall be the accounting officer of the party and shall promote and defend the name, policies and programs of the party. 1C. Shall direct the due execution of the programs of the party and shall have powers to delegate his duties, give lawful directive to all officers, agencies, officials, and members at all levels of the party. The same party constitution in Article 14, 4A, 4B, and 4C is described the power vested in the National Secretary of our great party, Alhaji Farouk Umar Ibrahim, as follows. Shall supervise the day-to-day activities of the party at the National Secretariat and shall be the principal administrative officer of the party in consultation with the National Chairman. B. Shall cause to be issued notices of meetings of the National Convention, National Executive Council (NEC) and the National Working Committee (NWC) in consultation with and approval of the National Chairman. C. Shall cause to be kept all records and books of proceedings of the National Convention, National Executive Council Committee (NECC). Lastly, it is expedient from the above section of our party constitution that Mr. P2B and Governor Alex Oti are impersonators, that is impersonating the National Chairman, Barrister Julius Abure, and National Secretary Alhaji Farouk Umar Ibrahim with intent to falsely represent them and attempt to commit fraud. Labour Party hereby issues a 72 hours ultimatum to the door of Mr. P2B and Governor Alex Oti to immediately put the unconstitutional meeting on hold, else our party shall immediately write a formal petition to the Inspector General of Police and the Director General of the Department of State Services for fraud, impersonation, and conduct likely to cause breach of peace in Nigeria. You are hereby directed to comply with this lawful warning and directives. And I'm here asking myself, àwọn people yìí ṣé ara wọn yá ni? Are they sick? Because the last time I checked, wetin concern this way dem dey talk now, you dey come and say they are coming to impersonate the person wey dey talk to, you know, the party. I don't understand what happened to the gay issue there. Anyway, kilo kan mi kilo kan tèmi pẹ̀lú àwọn politician. Come to think of it, is it not better for Abure and Farouk to join hands with Obi and Oti and all well-meaning individuals in Labour Party to resolve the crisis and differences to be stronger again so as to face challenges ahead? I can't understand some people in this part of the world. My dear, I tire. Person wey you dey follow talk na your party member. Wetin do say you waka carry your 2 leg go miss? Wetin make this thing find itself outside? As in this particular story. Okay. It is not a tribal issue. P2B should know his level. Good governance or not, P2B gains nothing being in Labour Party, a party he brought to limelight. Where was the Labour Party in national politics since its registration until Obi came? Obi chose to play the gentleman when Abure was sacked by the court. That inactions have turned to haunt him. The time is ripe for P2B to form a new generational national party with like minds, not the likes of political featherweights like Pat Utomi. Okay. So it has gotten to this place where the Labour Party will direct DSS to be corruption they said is created in Nigeria. Do you understand? When I get, as in, this thing is not a matter of stranger. It's a matter of party, as in the same party. This one is not even party. Party as in intra-party issues. And instead of them to settle this amicably, they are calling DSS, calling IGP. And what if they don't use their head hit for ground? There's nothing you want to tell me, because this is sounding very strange and weird. Even the devil quotes the Bible. Get behind us, Satan, for we know the opposite. We know the apostles of destruction. One has already stationed in PDP and right now tearing the party apart. And your sudden resurrection from limbo to attack Obi and Governor Oti is not a surprise. The destruction of this party does no one any good. Before the 2023 election, Abure has been alleged of some infraction which should have been looked into before pitching tent with him. Coming out now accusing and blaming other parties for what is happening is hypocritical, because I don't understand. You and person get problem. For the same party, they call IGP, call DSS, say they impersonate you. Okay, this politician, they will never, ever cease to amaze me. Labour Party with many zealous warriors started gallantly before the election, but after the election, it is obvious that a great number of the party men began to woo the ruling party that edged the Labour Party and other parties out in what seems unethically doubtful till date. If you may ask Abure and Farouk, why were you not able to deliver your states? My candid advice on the issue is at stake is to make Labour Party a true affiliate. All Labour unions in Nigeria, including Abure's. Alright, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And shall I come your way next time? Enjoy.